Welcome back, guys. Welcome to the Ellen Ventures Club. So today we're going to be making a knife out of a branch I found. It's right here. So I have this, a hammer. I have this to very precisely cut off part of the branch. I have this to make, when I'm done, to make sure there's no splinters in it and stuff. Don't mind the garage. We have clean it, which we'll be doing in like 2 or 3 days since we had like a flood thing in our garage. So something was leaking and it went from the garage. We had to take all of it from where the flood was to fix it all. So I'm gonna get my screwdriver. So I've already cut off a couple pieces. Like right here, there's a big one just like this that I've already gotten off. Yep. Make sure I got all of it. I'm gonna get my screwdriver and I just put it right here. And I'll hammer it. I've already got my favorite times. Okay, you guys probably can't see what it is in here. Okay. This way. I don't like to go right straight through because then it peels off like this one did. So it's going to be a tutorial for you guys too, if at home, how to do it. So if you just have a branch that you break off, peel all the bark off, which I'm not done with it as you obviously, since there's some pieces of brown. We're just gotta get everything off till it's this color, and then you want to get a sander and sand it out so it's very smooth, so you don't get any splinters in it. So you don't have no splinters. And then this won't have any. And if you have deep holes, grab like, I'll show you when I get to there. I'll fill that in. I'm trying to get this all done in one video. Not two. And don't matter how big they are, they have like, let me show you. All the stuff I'm going to use here out of my way. So it doesn't matter how big, like say this is pretty small, that's still gotta go. But this kind of hole, it's pretty deep, if you guys can see. Pretty deep in. See how it peers around? That's what I'm working on now. And make sure it's pretty sturdy stick. So I'm gonna try with this one to get right up in there. So as you guys can probably see, it'll start poking out here in a minute. But I have pretty far ways to go. a different one because, and you guys might have to need one of these. It's just to twist out and make holes so you can actually fill them in, which I use this thing just to get everything out of the crevices. Okay, and one thing you're also gonna need is one of these. See how it's got sandpaper? That's like, it's kind of like hard enough. Right there is just to go up and down like this. And that's just to get so you guys can see this. You don't need one that's too rough because then it'll go through. Don't know. Okay. Now, I don't want one too rough, like that one is quite rough. So, put this hammer there. I forget about that. We'll do that later in the video. I'm just gonna see where my there they are. Okay, I remember that's where they are. Now I need to find where all of our little stabbing tools. Here they are. We'll hold them aside. We won't use them big ones. We'll use these. Where are they? So this one used quite decent sized flathead baby screwdrivers because those are the ones that are going to work the best. You don't want one kind of like mine, but I'm using that size one because that's the size one for my log. If you say you want to use one that's a good knife that's this big, that's what you do not want to use one of these because it'll poke like right through it. Another option, if you want to get this brown stuff off, same thing. What you'll do is you just put it here and hammer it. Just put it on the edge and just hammer it in. Should be perfectly fine. Okay, now just and then, like, say you already have a hole, make holes all around it because then it won't peel that much. If anything is peeling, peel that right off. You guys can see where it's gone through. I just try to get all the bark off the rounding so I don't have to go in so deep. And usually, I'm trying to make these. See how that happened? Perfectly fine, it's still leveled, but if you do make any holes, at the end of the video, I'll show you how to fix them. Like, you guys can see, but you can see how, like, it's peeled right here. That's where pretty much all the burps. Like, see, I just took off this one from right here. You can actually see how high these things stick up. And it did peel up after that. It needs it to peel, but it did. As you can see how it just popped all the way through. And now you get the bark out of the way. And then you're just going to put all this on. so you don't get that in God's skin. More bark. If anything is gonna peel, just peel this way toward where you have most of the brown stuff. Let's see here. You see it through there? No, not yet. Okay, so now I have a knot that I have to get the heck out of there. This is where, so if you have any knots in here, there's a knot right through the center of this. You'll get this and you put it at an angle, like this. And then you'll barely hit it. And I'll show you guys where I've got it off. So I've got it off there. That's where I'm going to fill in. Got it off here. I'm going to just peel that back a stitch. This one will get filled in a little. This one will definitely be getting filled in. Most of these holes were already here when I got it. That shouldn't be going anywhere now. There we go. And sometimes, especially with these kind of things, this will come out. Actually, that should be in there still, but it's not. So, loosen it up. This one's, see how in that hole? And there's this kind of a hole. This one's pretty deep. Like, why would we stick my pinky in there? It takes up some. And that's a lot. Some. If it does, just get all this stuff out. We don't need that there. I'm going to do something right here. This bark. Let's push right on off. Okay. Now for another layer. Here. Almost got it off. Okay, it's not wobbly yet. Perfect. this one. This one I'm just gonna. If they peel, they peel. I'll show you what you have to fix a little bit at the end. Barely at an angle right now. It's not really getting through. There. Maybe if probably because that bark's right there. Alright, let's try to wedge this in there. Then okay, here it goes. It was stuck in there pretty good. Boom, gone. Now if you have something sticking up, you'll just line her back up and clear that off. Most of the time it's just bark, so, but particular one is bark. There it is. And then that again and clear out a hole. There we go. Now for this one. Let's grab this one. What I just said. Okay. Let's just tighten that up a little. Now where did I just set my tool I was using? Let's find it. It's right here somewhere unless I found the ground. Ah, I see it. Here it is. It's right in front of my face. Okay, like I promised myself. In here, so you don't lose it. I'm really on my hair. Perfect. Now that you have all your chunks taken off and everything, now I'll show you what you'd use to fill it in. this to fill in the holes. So all I have to do is get a screwdriver, put it in the hole like that. Only if you don't have a gun for it. I have a gun for it, but I don't know what this is. I'm gonna have to. I'm not gonna be able to get this crap out of here. It's gonna make me do it the hard way and go find the gun. So, or I can just find another one. Alright, now let me find it. Where could it be? Forget about it. We're going to get a whole tomato. Because it's hard. That's probably why it's not come out. Okay. Hold the stick. And it. Here comes the caulk. It's just caulk. It's really not a hard thing to find in the stores. Might be for some people, but it's not really that hard to find. I will run over home and grab it. Shouldn't need one. So I'm gonna use it. Okay. Let's see how I can get this out. Alright, well, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to have a different one. Get some Flex Seal. Just for the outer layer. That's about it. You can use it. Nothing else. Just to put it on. Usually you're supposed to spray the whole entire thing with seal. But I'm not. I'm just gonna put it on. Just like that. Just like spray paint. Well, there, Bubbles. Now, I am going to make this a knife. You're going to want to piece of paper, and now you're going to paint. What's that on it? Don't forget this is Flex Seal, so it's like glue. Perfect. And then that one's all of it. So all of it in one. On this, you're going to throw it in anything. Okay. Now, that's all taken care of. Wait for it to dry. And then make where I want the knife piece to stick through. Okay. I'm gonna get this Flex. And it's clear-ish.
Lexi.
What?
Hey, I know you're out here doing something.
Be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So once you have the Flex Seal on, what you're gonna do next is sandpaper all off. I found my sandpaper and I found the gun. So you can all off. And the reason I told you guys to put Flex Seal on the whole kind of thing is so you fill in all the holes that you can see. Yeah. Yeah, where's the bring on Vroom Vroom? Sorry, that's my sister. Another part of the outfit. Come here, come say hi to my club. Here I come. Okay, and then right here is where you want to get it. So you want to get all the Flex glue on it off if you can. So I'm going to get all the Flex here, that all of the cream, and you just start,
Roasted it.
so fold it,
Roasted it.
and you grab it like this, and then this. So grab it in my hand, circle this, and hold it like this. And then
I don't know where there's no tape either to fix them. No. You want to just fix them?
what'd she break?
She broke her shoe.
A brand new shoe she broke.
Yeah, you look here. You look here. And I don't have nothing I can think of to fix it.
I'm gonna do what the clock and I'll be right back. So I got my clock and I have it on the memory stick. And
Ripped it all apart.
it's going.
No, that's grandma's. That's grandma's for her plants. That's grandma's for her plants. Right there. That's what she uses. Yeah. Here, honey. The thought, see if you can get out of there. That's grandpa's tools. Get out of there.
No, I'm gonna do it.
I gotta fix your shoe. Here. We gotta go see if I
We're
can fix
gonna
your
move
shoe.
that,
Here.
and we're going to
Ah,
fill in on you.
it's right there.
There we
That one's broken. That one's broken.
This
See
dries.
if this will hold that.
Go. Let's turn it.
How's that? Huh? I don't have another one. I don't have another one of these. That'll stay on your foot now. Oh, come on. I can't. It won't work. That's your foot on. Here, I got these.
Now, let's go in little holes.
I'll fix this. Done. You good now?
And now, just okay.
That's where the kitties go in and out. Kitty cats.
I'm filling in all of those holes And the big ones. And now, the paper.
Fine. Thank you.
It's very sticky.
Screwdriver. No, that'll hurt you. That'll poke you. Give it to your sister.
Thank you.
Be careful. Around there, you'll get caught.
Yep, be careful, Lakeland. Clock all over, okay. And then make sure there's nothing in there. And hole. A hole so you can hang your knife. This is it's like the size of a machete. It will not be used for a machete, it would be using spears for cutting down trees. I have to watch it because my grandfather did not stay with her. He had to go do one more thing and then he'll come back. As soon as it dries, we'll sand it again and put one more layer. But I'm gonna go add this in this hole. Maybe it'll help just a bit. I think that'll help. And then I'm gonna add a little bit.
Huh?
My grandfather has room. Okay. So here. I'm going to be spit right on the whole entire thing. Just so I can find you. It's going to be part 2 in this video because yeah, wait for it to dry. It'll be dry by tomorrow. And then I'll spray paint it tomorrow, trim it tomorrow, put the knife tip in it tomorrow. And this is not going to be a sharp knife at all. It's going to be a little bit something I can hang in my room. That's why I have the hole. I'll show you the hole in a minute. Look at all this caulk spread right here. Perfect. The only reason I'm spreading all this caulk all around is because it'll harden so much that it won't break. And also because it will fill in any holes so that this won't be rough. And as soon as this dries, I will sandpaper it one more time so that it's flat. It's definitely not going to be flat when I first do it. This stuff does not come off. Sand it all around here. And if you guys see me doing this, it's just out. Now I'm just filling in the holes. Watch when I spread the caulk all around with my finger, it'll fill in all the holes. That's the whole point. My dad's home over when my grandparents are not, because he has all the tools that I'll be needing to do this. We have tools, but not enough. And also when I'm doing this, my finger's getting all the excess, just so I don't put too much on here. Or too much, or too less. Right back, I gotta go get my sister.
Well,
Now, we'll fill in. Boom. And then that. Put it down. Now, make sure you get the underside.
gotta go, Patty?
Everything.
You sure? You sure? Okay.
that. Alright. I have to figure out how to get this off. My hands are quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. It took me probably 20 minutes to get half the clock off. Half the clock is not off. So I need it solid. But there yet. And I'm not touching the clock because it was a dumb idea. So I'm gonna see if I can get it to work. Alright, that's a bad idea too. Alright, so next plan to get this complete is probably going to be to use one of these paintbrush. Yes, I can do this. Bus, yep. I ride that bus right there. I go to school.